Hello everybody, just want to say hello and thank you for watching. I want to show you how to make these flowers that I've been working on. These are crepe paper flowers and this is how they turned out. These are tiny. You can add a little gem in the center, or you can just add a piece of circle if you don't have any of the little gems. I've been using these right here. I have a circle punch that I use to punch out the circles, or use the gems. I really like it with the gem, but if you don't have it, you can just go ahead and use the punch out or cut out a circle. And these are the other type of flowers that you can also make with your crepe paper. And then here are some more. So some of the materials you're going to need is, of course, crepe paper. You're going to need gems or the circle. And these are like 3 different styles that I made. These, they have beads as the center. So you are going to need thread and a needle to thread the beads and put the flower together. But if you don't have thread and needle, you can just go ahead and do them like this. For these kind of flowers, I only use glue to glue the petals and the little gem. And these are little rosettes. These flowers are tiny rosettes, and then you staple them in the middle, and then you add your little gem on top of it to cover it. Like here you can see part of the staple right there, but it's okay. Once you put it on your craft, you know, it's not going to show. Or try your best like I did on this one to cover the staple so you will hardly see it. All right, so stay tuned so I can show you how to make them. All right, so here's my piece of crepe paper. I want to say maybe it's about 12 inches long. I really don't have a measurement. Like each time I make a flower, I just go ahead and grab a piece of crepe paper. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start folding it. You're gonna fold it, and that's how once you're done folding it, you're going to cut out your flower. And you don't need to be an expert in cutting a flower or anything like that, because I'm not. And you know, it doesn't matter how your flower turns out, because it will still look cute at the end. So once you're all done folding it, you're gonna fold it in half, just like that. And then you're gonna grab your pair of scissors and you're going to start cutting your flower. Remember, you don't need to do it perfect. If you don't know how to cut out a flower, try your best and just cut. I kind of do like, I try to do like 4 petals. And that's what I'm trying to do here. All right, so what I mean by 4 petals, let me move the trash out of the way. As you can see, there's like, this is supposed to be like 1 petal, 2 petals, 3, and 4. So you open it, and now you're going to, let me fix my camera a little bit, adjust it because I see it's sideways, or it keeps moving. All right, so you're going, once you cut them out, you're going to layer them. You're going to layer your petals in different directions as the petals, so they won't be like in the same, like 1 petal on top of the other like that. You want the little curves to be like on the opposite side. Like right here, there's no curve right there, so that's where you want your petal. So just go ahead and move them around. Don't put them exactly the way they came out after you cut them out. Like don't go ahead and grab all your petals. Okay, I'm done. Like no, you have to kind of fix them in the way that you would like your flower to look like, because you don't want all the petals to be like in the same direction, if that makes sense to you. All right, so I'm fixing the petals. I'm kind of arranging them the way I want them to look. And see how my flower didn't come out that perfect, but it's okay because when you layer them, it's gonna look cute. See, it's not a perfect flower. Doesn't need to be perfect because when you layer them and you are done, nobody's gonna be able to see it like the flower. They're just gonna see petals. All right, so here is my flower. So I'm going to get my needle, which is already threaded. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make a little, I'm gonna put this, set this down because I didn't do a knot. So I'm adding the knot at the end. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and pick up my flower. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put the needle, bring it out from the bottom part to the top part. Go ahead and pull your needle out. This keeps getting in the way. Go ahead and do it one more time. Go ahead and put your needle back through down, pull it out, and you're gonna go back again. And this is the part where you're going to add your beads, which are right here. These are the beads that I'm using. I'm going to use these that are a little bit more colorful. So you're going to grab one. I guess I'll use, you can use a single color, or if you want to, you can mix it up. That I did some of them with different color beads. So as you saw me, I put the needle to grab my bead. There's the bead. And now you're gonna put your needle back in. You're gonna come back up again with your needle and you're gonna put it through the bead one more time so the bead can be sturdy and not be moving around. You want it, if you don't go one more time, it's gonna be so loose it might come off. So you're gonna put it again through the bead and go back down again. So I'm gonna go ahead and you can do 3, 4 beads. I like using only 3 beads. So that's how many, oops, I dropped it. Okay, that's okay. I have more clear ones here. See, I used my needle to grab that bead. Oh, sorry, this is not the time yet. I'm getting confused. So you're gonna put your needle. I dropped the bead back in there because it's not time to get the bead. So go ahead and put your needle back up again. Once you go up, that's when you grab the bead. Sorry, I hope I didn't confuse you. So here's the bead. I'm gonna let it go, slide all the way down. Go back down through the petals or crepe paper, right? And I'm gonna go back up again so I can put my needle again through the bead. See, you're going back through the circle, the hole on the bead, and you're gonna go back down again. So I'm going back down. Be careful because see what happens if you're not careful, the thread will get all over the petal. So, or maybe you can have shorter thread, but I just like to add a long piece because I don't like adding thread often, and I just like keep going to make these flowers. So here's my last bead. I'm using my needle to pick up my bead. And you can grab it with your hand, but to me, it's like a lot easier just to do it that way. So go ahead and put your needle back down. You're gonna pull your needle down and then you're gonna go back up again. Pull your needle out and then one more time, you know, through, down. And now I'm gonna go back up, do it one more time through the bead. So here's my needle coming up and there's that bead. So I'm gonna put my needle. Please excuse my boys if you hear noises. They are over there giggling. So if you hear somebody giggling, it's my boys. All right, so you're gonna put the needle back down. All right, so since you already went 2 times through that bead, what you're gonna do is turn your flower over and this is where you're going to make the knot. But I like going through like the paper like at least 2 times before I cut the thread because I just want it to be sturdy. There's the thread. I'm gonna put my needle through that loop that I just made. And now you can pull the needle out, and now we're going to cut. That should be sturdy enough. So I'm gonna grab my pair of scissors. And as you're doing this, like when you're pulling the needle out, just be careful with your petals, because if it's like crepe paper from the dollar store, it is more thin than like the one you buy at Hobby Lobby or Walmart. So it's like more sensitive and tearing apart easily. All right, so there's your flower, and you can crumble it up. That's what I do. I like to crumble it up. Don't worry, it's still gonna look cute. Now you can just kind of separate the petals, bring them down, separate them, and you have your flower. I mean, that's just optional. If you like the flower how it looks without having to crumble it up, it's, you know, you can go ahead and just leave it like that. I do like to crumble it up a little bit to give it texture. So that's how I do the crepe paper flowers with the beads. Now I'm going to show you how to make this type of flower. Like I said, if you don't like using a thread and needle, it's okay. So you're gonna grab you're gonna cut out your pieces just like I showed you with the other flower. So here are my pieces. I already cut out my flower. See, it doesn't look perfect. It looks more like a cloud, but it's okay. So you're just gonna add your glue, a drop of glue in the center, and just keep, you know, gluing them. Remember, layer your petals the way you kind of, you know, your style, the way you like your flower to kind of be looking. So I'm just gonna layer them, and you continue layering them. Please be careful not to add too much glue because it is thin and it will feel wet. It will feel wet and you don't want it to tear. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just adding all my petals. Arrange them to your taste. So there's that glue. And here's the last petal. And then you can just go ahead and add your little gem. I have a box here full of gems, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a white one. And I'm just gonna add it in the center, press down, and just, you can crumble the petals around it as you hold it, and just, you know, kind of fix it, and you know, you got your little flower. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it down. The glue does go through, so go ahead and wait until it dries completely so you can be able to glue it where you want. See, it will dry and you'll have your flower. All right, the next one that I'm going to show you is this one. If you know how to make a rosette, and then, you know, you already know how to do this, because these are mini rosettes. So you grab your I was gonna say tissue paper, crepe paper, and you fold it, and then once you're done folding it, you're gonna fold it in half, just like that. And then you're just gonna cut it in half. So you're gonna have 2 pieces. And you're gonna make your little rosette. You're gonna make your little rosette just like you do. And, you know, start making your rosette. And, you know, I'm just gonna staple it just like that. And now you can just add a cutout circle, or you can add a gem just like I did here. That one has a gem, and this one has the paper. But I'm gonna go ahead and add a gem because I like how the gems look. That's my choice. Try to cover the staple as much as you can. And there's your little rosette, little flower. All right, well, this is how I make my flowers. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and thank you for watching. Stay safe till next time. Bye.